Sloth here, and it's time to talk about Germany at Eurovision 2019. I'm here in Germany right now, so that's why I'm making this video. So, let's talk about it. This is actually intro number 2 because the first one sucks. It couldn't focus. So I'm just doing the pan. I am in Frankfurt. Filming. We're going to talk Germany here 2019. Yeah, I paid €10 for that blurry, crappy introduction video. I took a train downtown to Frankfurt when I was in Germany, and from the airport, €10, and then I couldn't even shoot a clear video. Problem was I was really nervous. It was weird being back in public and shooting with a camera again. I really have to get used to being out there taking pictures. It takes a day or two before I'm comfortable, and then I don't care who's watching that I'm taking pictures. I don't care about who's around. But yeah, in this case, that was the first time I'd been out in a city shooting videos in a long time, so it sucked. I had to go downtown to exchange money anyways, though, so I guess I needed to do it either way to get euros from US dollars. But yeah, I just wish I had more time in Germany. Could have seen more and, you know, shot more videos and stuff, but that's what I had. So let's get to the song now. I've rambled enough. So Lethargic Sloth here, obviously, and we're going to be reviewing Germany today, and the song is Sister by Sters. So if I had to describe the song in one word, what would it be? I'm going to take the easy road. Sister. It's all about kind of uniting girls together instead of being in direct competition or fighting each other, infighting, holding each other down, pushing each other back. It's about lifting all of each other up. And I think it's a really nice message. I'm not going to sit here and be like, feminism, you know. No, it actually is kind of a nice perspective because, as a friend said, it kind of reflects on toxic femininity versus, you know, toxic masculinity that people are always talking about. I don't think either exists. That's just my opinion. I don't think there's anything toxic about being male or female. I think it's ridiculous. But I like this song and this message about lifting others up and coming together and putting each other, you know, looking and seeing the fire in the other person's eyes and seeing, hey, you're of value, you're important, let's lift each other up and let's both be successful. And that's kind of what the song does a little bit here. At least how I perceive the song. I think it's a very positive message, and I think it's a nice song to listen to, and something that is, I'm always in favor of empowering songs when you're not pushing down another person or group. If it's a song that's like, oh, females are great, males are bad, I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna be honest. But this isn't that type of song at all. So I actually have a very favorable view of this song. So let's talk about some of the good and the bad, shall we? So I saw a very funny comment about this song in the official music video. It's actually the first comment on the page, so you can go see that. And it's, everyone loves this song except Germans. It's funny because I've yet to talk to a German who actually likes this song, Sister. I'm sure there are German fans of this song, but I know a lot of Germans that wanted another song to win. So Loretta Spinelli and Carlotta Truman make up the duo Sters. Carlotta made a name for herself on The Voice Kids, and she also won an award in 2011, the Deutschen Rock and Pop Award for Best Solo Singer in Germany at the age of 12. She was also a finalist in Germany's Das Supertalent at the age of 9. So she's no stranger to the spotlight, and she's been a singer for a very long time, most of her life. Loretta Spinelli, or Laura Castell, is from a very musical family. Her mother is Teresa Castile, and her sister is Jennifer Kay, a pop singer. She won the Kitty Contest, a singing contest in 2002, and she participated in Star Search in 2004. There was a lot of controversy surrounding sisters winning the German national final. Personally, I wasn't necessarily a fan of Ali Ryan's Wear Your Love. It just wasn't a song for me and would have been pretty low on my list this year. But I loved Makeda with The Day I Loved You Most. She would have been my winner and, winner of the German final and high on my list. I really enjoyed her performance. That was my favorite song from the German national final. But Sisters won, so we'll have to look and see what the song is about here. So what's good about the song? I'm actually a very big fan of the music box sound they put in there. I feel it complements the song well and grabs my attention from the start. It also helps guide the chorus. It's a really pleasant listen, and I actually really enjoy this element of the song. I'm also a big fan of soundtracks from movies, and this song feels like one you could put in a major motion picture about sisterhood, or an athletic competitions movie about figure skating, gymnastics, Olympic sports, something like that. It really sounds powerful, and I think it will be a big moment live in Tel Aviv. Both singers individually are good. I really love their individual parts. Laurita Spinelli, I've listened to some of her other songs independently, and she's one of the best individual vocalists in the competition if you take a look at some of her other work. Seriously, check out some of her other songs. They're both admirable vocalists, but they need to reach a cohesion together, which will probably come after time and practice. They definitely need to work on that. So now for a neutral thing. I am probably going to be in the minority here, but I actually really like the turntable staging. I think it's very interesting. I love the girls reaching out to each other and working as a team on stage and kind of building that. So as long as they get practice, I think the staging should be really nice. But on the flip side, the staging is not popular. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people think it's cheesy. And a lot of people think it doesn't enhance the performance. So if that's how you feel, I completely understand. So what are some potential problems with the song? Let's talk with the most obvious, the harmonies. I get it. The girls were put together for the purposes of trying to qualify for Eurovision. They have time to improve. They seem to have a really good friendship that is developing, and I expect their chemistry on stage and vocal blending to improve. Like France, what I said there, improve the vocals and you can see a better result in the contest. If they tighten up those harmonies and the vocals work together, they'll climb up not only my personal list, but the list of many Eurovision fans as well. Okay, so the theme, the feminist overtones. It's all how you look at it, I guess. Some may not like this message. I don't have a problem about it because it's not putting anybody else down. But there will obviously be some disconnect for this song and for some people, and I get that. You don't have to like a song because it has a message. You don't have to agree with the message. Or you can receive a message in a variety of ways. I look at this more like a story than a hardcore feminist message, which makes me appreciate the song. If it's a hardcore, oh, we need to get together and take out the evils of this world and go after men, then you've lost my interest and you've lost my support, you've lost my respect. If that's what we're looking at here, then you've lost me completely and I will nod off and be disinterested. But I look at this song more from a perspective of women lifting each other up and not men are evil pigs type of song. We interpret songs as we see them, and while one may take the message one way, others may see it another way, regardless of intention of the songwriter. Any message implied by the songwriter in this specific song went directly over my head here, and I went with a story I perceived in this instance about women settling their differences and picking each other up. The song is quite risky, and there's a lot of areas which it could fail. The choreography needs to be clean and precise, and walking on a spinning platform while singing is not an easy task. The vocals need to be on point. That needs to be improved drastically. That, to me, is the biggest fault in the entire song, is the vocals and the cohesion there between the girls. That's what holds it back the most for me at the moment. There are also instances where it seems like the chorus is supposed to be powerful, but the lyrics and the verses are a lot more powerful, and the tones don't really match each other, because it's like the verses are really nicely written, but then the chorus is supposed to be that big moment, and it's almost like the verses outshine the choruses just because the verses are written so much better than the choruses. But that's just my general opinion. So we'll go to rating. So what's my personal rating of this song? Now, this song does have a lot of things it needs to iron out and work on. I will say that. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's a song that I like more than I dislike, but there are a lot of places where the song needs improvement. It's kind of like I said with Bilal Hassani back in February when I did the reaction. I did the review. I just did a reaction video the other day. But there are a lot of things that need to be fixed, changed, specifically with their voices blending. That's really my biggest issue with the entire song. I actually like the staging. I actually like the turntable. I think it's interesting, but they could definitely improve on it too. There's staging issues that could be ironed out, worked out. So I'm going to give it a 6 right now as we stand here in March, but I also give myself the opportunity to elevate or raise the score if I hear the vocals and they've changed. I have full faith that the girls will work together and fix the problems with the vocals, and that it'll sound a lot better in Tel Aviv than it did when they were in Germany. You know, it's just one of those things, working with somebody completely different style. Couple weeks to work together as opposed to months and months and months. It's gonna sound a lot different when we get to Tel Aviv. So I'm actually really looking forward to this performance and seeing how they actually turn out and do. So yeah, we'll have to see in Israel. So is this song a contender or a pretender? I'm gonna say I think this song, based on reviews and things I've seen, I think it's definitely a pretender to win the competition. I do not believe that this song will be your winner. I think it's a little divisive vocally. I think a lot of people have problems with the harmonies, and they're put off by their first impression, and I think that's going to hurt the song a little bit, but they could come back with a dynamic performance and do well. You might be able to get them out of the 20 to 26 spot. It has a very soundtrack and massive sound appeal, as in it sounds like something you could find in a movie or a soundtrack, and when performed live, this could be incredible. So they might win over a lot of people. I don't, however, see the jury going for this. I just don't. But then again, it sounds like something that could be commercially viable on a radio station, potentially. So there are a lot of variables in my mind with this, but I don't see this winning the competition. Again, I have a positive outlook on the song, but I don't see it as a potential winner. If it were to have to qualify for the finals, I think it would face a difficult road. Ultimately, I think it could definitely qualify if it were put up against the other songs. It would have a lot harder time in semifinal 2, but I think in semifinal 1 it could probably get out. But as a winner overall, I'm going to say it's a pretender. So let's take a look at Germany at Eurovision, my rankings versus the official results. So in 2015, Anne Sophie, Black Smoke, I had ranked as my number 12 song. It ended up placing 27th, receiving 0 points in the final, which sucks because I really enjoyed this song. I don't know why it failed to get a point even. It was a good song. 2016, Jamie Lee with Ghost. I had ranked as my number 26 song, and it placed... I got that wrong. I had it ranked as my number 16th song, and it placed 26th. So I liked it more than the public, I guess. 2017, Levina, Perfect Life. I had ranked as my number 29 song, and it placed 25th. And then Germany kind of broke through in 2018. Michael Schulte, or You Let Me Walk Alone, I had as my number 4 song, and it placed 4th. It was actually the song that I was rooting for in the finals because my number 1 and 2 songs were knocked out, and then my number 3 song was Cesar Sampson, Austria, but I thought You Let Me Walk Alone was a better stage performance. I think they were both real similar, but Germany kind of jumped that as a stage performance for me, where I still preferred the studio version of Austria, but I was rooting for Germany to win the contest last year, actually, because it was just an emotional and heartfelt, nice song. So we'll have to see how Germany does this year. It's a very interesting strategy, the type of song they're sending this year. We'll have to see if demographics play any part in the voting system, and see if this song can get the support to get out of the perennial 26, 25, 24 spot and do what Michael Schulte did last year. So we'll have to see, Germany. Thank you for watching my review at Germany at Eurovision 2019. I've got quite a few more reviews to go, but I'm slowly and surely getting them done so I can continue with reactions, and I want to do some other creative fun videos too, like top 5 songs I think Kobe Marimi from Israel should sing, or Duncan Lawrence, or any of these artists. So if there's anybody you want me to look at or react to or even make some kind of top list about, I would be very open to suggestions. I also want to study the girls from Sisters and kind of see some of their past work too, so I'd like to look further into that so I can maybe do some reactions to some of their previous shows and concerts and such. Because individually I really like them. I think they have very nice vocals, and I think they could definitely fix the vocals by the time we get to Eurovision 2019. So we're just going to have to see how that ends up faring. But I've got a lot going on, so if you like what I do, my reactions, my reviews, and just general love of music, please subscribe and join the Lethargic Sloth family. So for now, Lethargic Sloth, out.